Welcome back, dear viewers, and the women is a very important segment of the Egyptian society, so we have to highlight on women today in our program, and we have with us this report. The National Council for Women held a ceremony to award the prizes of the Council's research competition to develop and increase the participation of women in their communities, which we really want to highlight on nowadays. The women played a very important role during the revolution, and we have to highlight on this. Habib Mutwalli filed us this report. Join and enjoy it.
The National Council for Women held a ceremony to award the prizes of the Council's Research Award competition to develop and increase the participation of women in their communities and enable them to perform the economic and social role.
About today, the National Council of Women publish this competition yearly. We can't ignore the benefit of the scientific solution from solving the obstacle facing the Egyptian woman in exercising its role in developing the country. And about this competition, which about it today, we published about this competition in different area, in economic and in law and in politics, and we received 32 research. These researches scrutinized by expertise and different experts in different area. We determined with this committee the three research won from this competition, and now we have to award this three person, and we have to benefit from this competition, from this research in applying what it said, and we can depend on this solution in our work to benefit the Egyptian women in all areas.
مجلس الفضل للمرأة لعام 2014 والتي تأتي كإقرار.
The Secretary General of the National Council for Women, Ambassador Mona Omar, said that the competition included subjects like the political participation of women, amending laws in the new constitution, and women's work in light of the economic challenges. The first winner was Narimana Qadi, an assistant professor in the Faculty of Law, Bani Suef University.
والله أنا سمعت عن الجائزة من فروع كافة فروع المجلس القومي للمرأة في المحافظات.
I am the first winner of the contest, and the subject of my research is to amend laws in the light of the new constitution with regard to the promotion of women's rights.
وأنا تقدمت المسابقة وكتبت في موضوع تعديل القوانين.
Women have added much through their dedication to meet up the expectations and needs of the community.
I welcome this prize from the council side. We request many research and a right for the women rights and women rules. I will be reviewing my research from the local council and the roles of this women. Planning for plan the research and end main result and explain the women role in local council and roles of women in society and the local society and many civil society organizations.
The National Council for Women was established in 2000 as an independent institution to advance the status of the Egyptian women through social, economic, and political empowerment. The role of women in establishing society is one of the non-deniable facts all over the world, and especially in Egypt. Today's prize is just a sign of gratitude to those who shoulder their responsibilities to build Egypt for all of us. This is Habib Mutwalli reporting for Nile TV.
Back is still watching Nile Cruise and moving to the first segment of this edition, and it's going to be a little bit towards science, and we have a very special guest who is only 22 years and he has a PhD in the nanotechnology, which is very interesting. At the beginning, I'd like to welcome Dr. Mostafa Othman, the nanotechnology scientist. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the show, and we are now to Egypt, and we're proud to have you with us on the show.
Thank you Thank you very much.
So you're 22 years old, you hold a PhD in nanotechnology, one of the most difficult sciences, but perhaps with the most abilities to find solutions to the problems of the future. You also decided to start from where others stopped at. Through nanotechnology, you work on enhancing capabilities of computers in a way that exceeds abilities of the current programs, and definitely it will be an enjoyable segment. We'll be speaking to you more about, how did you make it? You're probably the youngest PhD in nanotechnology in Egypt, and definitely PhD. So tell us a little bit about that first.
I work my PhD is on quantum computers, so with quantum computers mainly how they work is that the normal computer works with sending a signal of 0 or 1, and that signal has thousands of electrons. So the quantum computer sends a single electron with a spin up or spin down, which is then 0 or 1. So what a normal signal would have just 0 or 1 would have thousands of data using a single electron.
And where would this signal come from? As a computer?
As the data you send for the computer to process. So one signal would have thousands of data instead of now it's just one byte of 0 or 1.
Interesting. So, in your opinion, how would this help in developing a lot of aspects of health? A lot of industries would benefit from this technology.
So creating a super fast computer would mean that the capacity for it to work would be a lot higher and make it a lot more reliable than the current computers. And the better the computer, the more it will be used in our daily life. So what we aim to create is a highly effective, highly reliable computer, so much faster than any of these.
Dr. Mostafa Othman, how did you find this breakthrough in scientific talent? And was it easy for them to accept the idea that you travel all by yourself to get university degree?
No, my mother is very scared
Excuse me, Dr. Mostafa. Now we have with us a very special Oriental Egyptian opera dance, and we'd like you to join us and watch it with us on Zoom. So watch it. Sorry, Dr. I hope you've enjoyed part of our Oriental culture, and here we bring you this from the Egyptian Opera House, and hope you've enjoyed it. And Dr. Mostafa Othman will continue with you. Sorry for sorry for this, but we have to. Dr. Mostafa, I asked you a question about your family and how they supported you and how they accepted the idea that you're traveling and how you would go on with your career.
I think firstly, my mother was very scared, I think, to let me go at a very young age to go and live alone.
How old were you when you were
16.
16, yeah, you really young.
So, but, she believed that I can do something, and she's one of the first people who believed in me, so despite she was a bit scared, at the same time she was very much excited and believing that I can do something. So, and I promised her I would study, and I had a scholarship from an ELPI foundation here in Egypt, so it was more exciting for me to go, and and I think she thought I would make.
Dr. Mostafa Othman, of course you know you're proud to Egypt and all Egyptians. How did Egypt as a your degree, and how how was it reacted towards?
I think, I got my first scholarship was here from here in Egypt, so without it I would have never been able to travel abroad first place. And
Which university?
The Alfie Foundation, which is a charitable foundation here to support students' education, and I travelled abroad to UCL, University College London, and it motivated me to having such an opportunity, and I know it's very rare in Egypt to get such scholarships, so it motivated me to work harder to do something, and I managed to finish my undergraduate in 3 years, and they are very generous to support me to do my master's and then my PhD. So I think without Egypt I'd have never been able to go and do that in the first place, and it made me want to come back to Egypt to